Hey, everybody. How is everybody doing out there? Welcome to Survival Preparedness for Beginners. Same person, same song and dance, different area. That's right. We have moved. We've been doing all that kind of stuff. Give me a number one if you can hear me so that I know that everything at this end is working a-okay. We had to reset up everything, rehook up all the computer equipment and everything else. I've seen number ones coming in. Thank you very much. All right, folks. Well, it has been a while since I have been on, and I know it's going to take a while to build the channel back up to where we were. But I see a lot of great people in here. I'd like to thank all my moderators for being here and sticking with me through thick and thin, especially all you members and all you just regular subscribers to this channel. I see a lot of great names that have been around for quite a while watching this channel. And I do appreciate everybody tuning in and sticking with me through this transition that we have been going through. Now, the topic today is there's no really scripted topic today. We're going to be talking about a few different things, new year, new problems, and some changes that are coming. But first off, I would like to go through, and just because I haven't been on in a while, once again, I'd like to thank all my moderators, the members that are here, and everybody else. Let's see here. If you guys want, we can all start off with the good old. Let's see here. How about if we do? Um. Oh, here we go. Where is everybody from? Let's start with that. Everybody put in where you're from. You don't have to put your city or anything if you don't want to. You can put your state, whatever you want to, or continent, or country, or whatever it may be, because we do have people that are from all over the place. It is very good to be back. All right, let's see here. They're starting to come in now. We have Indiana. I'm going to say that's Washington, Northwest Georgia, Western Washington, Palm Bay, South Florida, GCL. Nice to see you. All right, let's see here. Rockamas, how you doing? Good to see you. Coffee First and Speak, Long Island. Leah, Nashville, Tennessee. We have Oklahoma coming in. All right, Colorado is coming in. I'm going to say that is Wisconsin, Northwoods, South California, Southwest Ontario. Welcome, Michael. How you doing? We have another Florida. Yeah, I had a lot of people in Florida. Pensacola. Look at that. Let's see here. Wilkes-Barre Township, Pennsylvania. You probably already been getting the snow, haven't you, Lefty Lisa? We have Arizona, Central Texas, Pitbull. How's Vermont? Vermont is doing well. It's been a transition, but we're getting there. We're going to be talking about that more here in a minute. Karen's from Tennessee. Let's just get some people in here. Orange, Texas, PA, near Amish country. Nice. Oh, it's so great to see everybody. Let me tell you what, Southern Kentucky, it's going by so quick here. Southwest Florida. Oh, West Georgia. I'm here, Charles. All right. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate everybody really sticking around and everything else. JT, how are you doing, JT? I know where you are from. I hope everybody in your family is doing well, and hope the weather down there is suiting you just fine. Me and JT live not too far from each other in Florida there. Let's see here. Hello to everyone who's just joining. Yes. All right, folks. Well, we give us a little time here to get going. We got an Oregon, Cape Coral, Florida. Snow and cold. Yes, we're actually supposed to be. Well, it just started snowing here. So we're supposed to get, I don't know, 6 to 12, they're saying. And if you watch another channel, it's 5 to 8. And if you watch another one, it could be 8 to 12. Who knows? We'll wake up in the morning and see what we got. Um, I've gone from hurricanes and everything else. Now we're dealing with, nor'easters, blizzards, and hopefully no ice storms this year, really. But I do have my generators and stuff, my battery banks, which are all right behind me over there. Yes, we do have a new setup behind me. This is a whole new room, whole new house, and everything else. So, hope everybody is enjoying that. Did take a while to put a lot of this stuff together. Let's see here, Berkshire County, Mass. Let's see, in New York, just a dustiness snow so far. Yes. So, let's see here. What is been going on? Well, I know I released a video not too long ago, and I told you guys what we've been going through and everything else. It was a great transition. Um, wasn't too bad. We got my mom moved in and everything else. Getting the house situated. When you go from a one level in Florida, huge house, to a 100+ year old home here in Vermont, 2 floors, the whole 9 yards. It takes a while to put everything together. You got to be carrying stuff upstairs, downstairs, both back and forth. So we finally got all that stuff all done and all situated, and we're good to go there. I did return to work. So, that did put a little damper on getting out certain things done. Um, Me and the wife, I took a little time off once we got settled in right around Christmas, because it was the first Christmas that um, me and the family, my kids, my mom, and everybody, we've been together in 10 years. So we had an excellent Christmas. It was amazing. We really needed that. That was something that was really, really, that we were looking forward to. And so we got through Christmas and New Year's, and now we are starting back up. We do have a lot of things that are coming along in this community. For those who may be new to the channel or just tuning in now, maybe you didn't catch some of the other news that came out over the past month or so. We do have a book that is in the process of being published right now. Hopefully, that will be out between July and hopefully between July and September, somewhere in that neighborhood. And that's a great book. It's a little bit about me, about the history of where I kind of learned things, and a lot of different scenarios that I have been through that I have learned from. Plus, it gives you a lot of great information on things that you need to be doing and ways to prep and things to have and the whole 9 yards. The book is, it's not very long, but it is packed full of great information and a lot of history on me, survival preparedness for beginners. So I'm looking forward for this book coming out for all of you. As I know more, I will be letting all of you know. We are going to be trying to change a few things up. Since I'm up here in Vermont, I feel like I'm back on my home turf, and I'd like to start doing some of my videos and stuff are going to be out in the woods, showing you some nature, and a lot of different things. It is really a beautiful state, and it would be a shame to waste everything just sitting right here talking to you. So I'm going to be getting out in the woods, and I'm going to be doing some of my videos and things. I may be talking about a lot of the same things that I've been talking about. Only difference is we're going to be in the woods. We're going to be in a great setting, maybe with a fire and a cup of coffee, and maybe we could just have a little chat. Um, just to change things up a little bit. I am going to be working with my daughter here soon, and we're going to be coming up with a lot of different style of videos and prepping videos and things of this nature, because unlike me, as I have said to everybody, I don't can, but she does. She had her own business for a while. It was called fat bottom preserves and jams. She did all these different types of things and stuff and sold them to all these local uh, small business, small town, little like little grocery stores, if you want to call them that, here in Vermont. And she ended up selling that company to someone. Uh, and because it was just too much when she was having her first child and everything else. So she sold that off, but she knows how to do a lot of this stuff. So we may be doing some collaboration videos together. You get to meet my daughter, and hopefully we get my son, if he ever has free time and stuff, and we're going to get him, and we're going to get out in the woods and do a little fun stuff or whatever. Maybe we'll throw that out there and you guys tell me what you're looking for, what you'd like to see, or what you'd like to know when the time comes, and we can take it from there. Now, on a serious note, this is a new year, but new problems. I have a feeling this year is going to be one for the record books. It is a election year, as we all do know. And we all know how this is all playing out. It's like tit for tat, back and forth, um, and everything that is going on and conspiring with what is taking place right now. It's going to be very interesting to see how this ball drops. And I would urge people at this point in time to really take a hard look. I know a lot of people right now, you're all concentrating on your diet, eating healthy, losing weight, the standard things that everybody really looks to do at the first of the year. But I would really caution everybody, if you have the opportunity, and if maybe some of the stores in your area are still having some sales or whatever else, I would really think about putting up a few extra goods in your pantry, in your closet, under your bed, in totes, wherever you have to do it. Just because I think this year is going to be, well, let's just say unnerving. We're not even talking about anything that's going on in the world as far as the wars that are taking place right now between, you know, Israel and Gaza and Ukraine and Russia. And, then we have, North Korea is firing off this or that over towards either North Korea or Japan. And everybody's trying to get in, you know, all upset, and then China's stepping in and trying to calm the situations down. It's just one big hotbed. And I'm not going to go into all that in this video here because that's not what this is really about. And furthermore, I think it's more important for me to really discuss with you the importance of being prepped and ready. I know that a lot of you out there are prepped and ready as much as you possibly could be. But frankly, I think if you really step back, especially for a lot of the new preppers and a lot of the new people that are watching and everything else, even if you're not subscribed to this channel, but all it takes is just hitting that little subscribe button. You really want to make sure that you are really paying attention to what's going on around you. If you have a family and you have kids, especially if you have kids, you are the one that's responsible for feeding these kids and taking care of your kids. And if something happens, rather it be a catastrophic event, because we've already had a few of those, or it could be a political event, it could be a war, it could be a storm of some type or some kind. These are the things and the reasons why we are prepared. And it only is going to help you out in the long run for you to be ready and for you to really understand the importance of why you are prepping. Now, yes, I know a lot of people right now Uh, Probably your credit cards are pretty maxed because that's usually what happens right after Christmas. Everybody's, all the bills are rolling in, and I get it. You know, we do have tax season that's going to be rolling around real soon. A lot of people are going to start filing their taxes here in another, less than a month. Everybody will start hitting the tax man up to get their refunds and get the money in their hands and everything else. Don't spend it on junk. Really sit back and think about what you could do with that money and how that could benefit you. Now, if you want to take a little bit of it and take your family and, I don't know, go to the movies, do something fun or whatever, fine. But don't blow it all on non-essential things. You see, if you take just a little bit of that money and get yourself ahead, and say you're a family of, let's say you're a family of four, and you get yourself ahead at least by 2 weeks, 2 weeks of food in your house, and at least you have a buffer. And I know a lot of channels. I've been listening to a lot of channels lately, and a lot of people are like, oh, you got to have 6 months, you got to have a year, you got to have 2 years worth of food. I'm talking about being realistic here. And for the beginners and everything else, you really need to just start with 2 week supply of food, maybe medical, whatever it may be. You know your needs. I don't. But if you can start with that, that's going to be a huge, huge bonus for you to be starting the year off. And then if you start adding a little bit to it, next thing you know, you'll be at 3 weeks. Then the next thing you know, you're going to be at 4 weeks. And all of a sudden now, well, guess what? You've got plenty of food and you're building your supplies, and it's not that hard to maintain. Um, by just taking a little bit of that tax money that you may be getting, in another month. If you could take a little bit of money now and you start doing some stuff, that would be a huge plus for you. Because let's face it, everything that's out there right now, and I really haven't been staying too connected lately. But it doesn't, I tell you, it's like I never left. I go in and I start reading all the news and stuff today, and I'm going through stuff, and I'm just like, it's the same stuff, you know. Everybody is just, everybody's so uptight. Everybody's at each other's throat. Um, the country is in turmoil, and we're coming into a major election. Now, whether you agree how it may fall or you may not agree how it falls, the outcome of this could affect all of us in one way, shape, or form. Because I believe that if something happens and it is a Trump Biden ticket again, and if it's close and Trump loses, I feel that there'll be a uprising of sorts in certain parts of this country. Maybe not the whole country, but I think there'll be uprising. And it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. And I hope I'm wrong. You can comment and tell me what you think if you think that that would probably happen. But by all means that I have been seeing and reading and everything else, and the words that are being thrown around out there, it seems that way. I hope it's not. I hope I'm dead wrong, to be perfectly honest with you. The weather has been, well, let's just say, quite weird. We've been in Vermont now for a little over a month. We got here. We moved into this house on December 1st, and we got here the day before. And we've had one dusting of snow. And then right before Christmas, we had temperatures that were almost 60 degrees. And in Florida, the high where I used to live was 64. Now I'm 1,500 miles apart. I'm 2.5 hours to the Canadian border. Okay. We should be buried knee deep in snow, and there isn't nothing. I mean, we haven't had anything. This is the first major snow that we're supposed to be getting. And it'll be very interesting to see what we end up getting because, like I did say in the very beginning, we have all these different news and weather guys and gals. One says one thing, you turn the channel, another one says another. The radio says something different, your phone says something different. So it'll be interesting to see what we're going to get. I say we're going to get a dusting to maybe a foot, foot and a half. Who knows? It depends on what the storm does. You know, they have all this scientific, computerized satellites and the whole 9 yards. And they can't even hardly get a day right. And I laugh when you look, if you look at the Weather Channel online and stuff, sometimes you can click that thing that says 14-day forecast. You can't forecast the 24 hours. You think we're going to pay attention to what's going to happen in 14 days? Really? I mean, and the fact of the matter now, that the thing that ticks me off with the Weather Channel is now they want you to pay for an app. It's the freaking weather. It's like, yeah, I can get this anywhere. Worst comes to worst, you can go on and you can go right to the government website and read your own maps. You can look at it and say, okay, well, this is how it's going. Yeah, it's probably a pretty good chance this is going to hit me, depending on where you live in this country. I mean, back in the day, they used to do things by the way the sun set, the way the wind was blowing. Red sky at night, sailor delight. Red sky and morn, sailors be warned. I mean, that's just how it was, and so many times that is so true. But I mean, I don't know. I sometimes I think these computers and stuff have taken away from man actually being able to do his job. So I'm guessing if something happened and the internet or something crashed or the computer systems crashed, I guess we wouldn't have any weather. I guess we'd have to get up and look outside and be like, oh, it's a sunny day. I guess we're going to have sunshine. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing how over the last month and a half that I've been gone, really, I've done a couple of videos here or there. But with the transition from, what really threw me off was, when my stepfather passed away, I had to come up here for the funeral and all that, then go back home, finish packing, and then move up here a week and a half later. And, it kind of threw a wrench in the whole thing that I really wanted to do. But the sad thing is, has anybody noticed how much AI is really taking over? I mean, really, it's kind of getting really scary. I mean, even if you go on to like Facebook and you scroll through Facebook Reels, um, if you notice, you can always pick the ones out that are AI because of the voice. It's not in anybody's voice. It's computer generated. It's so easy to pick out. It's not funny. And the funny thing of it is the the views that some of these little reels get, is blows me away. But evidently, people just don't really care about the voice or anything else. You can tell it's all computer generated. You can tell it's like talking to Alexa or Siri. So I mean, I think it's starting to take control, if you will. I noticed when I did a lot of the updates and stuff for a lot of my editing programs and everything else, and now there's all this stuff in there with AI this, AI that, AI this. It's like, all right, I can see if you wanted to do something kind of cool, if you're making something. But for us just to sit here and talk, why do I want to have a computer doing it when I can do it? I mean, that's just what I'm saying. Um, but it is what it is, I guess. We can't stop it. It's already been created and it's going to run its course. Um, but like I said, it's a new year, new problems, and a lot of changes for a lot of people. And I know it's harder for the older generations to really catch on and to concentrate on what is really taking place. The fact of the matter is we need to really step back and decipher between what we really are looking for. What kind of information do we want? Do we want something that's just computer generated? And how do we know that that even works when they're doing these videos, or if it is even these people doing anything? Because I mean, with AI, you could do anything. Um, I don't know. I would tend to like more seeing people and hearing people the way they talk and everything else. I don't care if they make mistakes when they're talking or what. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you're putting out a good video, it is what it is. You want to feel what the creator is really putting out there. I mean, how that person really feels and how he reacts or she reacts. Those things are so important, and we're seeming to slip away from that now. And I know I got a whole new list of rules and regulations from YouTube on using AI and what you can do, what you can't do, and the whole nine yards. So, I mean, everything comes with all these new rules, regulations, and all this. And in a sense, it's like, is it really worth it? I have to, not only do I have to pay attention to what I'm talking about or what I'm mentioning, or, you got to learn all the rules and laws and regulations and everything else because you don't want to be getting, any strikes or your videos taken down or any of this kind of stuff, you know, and they're watching. Trust me, folks, they're all watching. Your phone is listening to you every time you turn around. Your phone, your car, your Alexa, your Siri, your everybody, everything, anything that is connected to the internet that you have within your reach is listening in, especially your cell phone. And if you doubt that, go in, set your cell phone down, have a conversation, and talk about something. You want to, you would love to cook on or use these certain pots and stuff to cook with, or whatever the case may be. And I guarantee you, within a half an hour, pick your phone up, start scrolling through Facebook or whatever. And the next thing you're going to know, you're going to start seeing all these commercials and ads for cookware. Now, the scary one that really gets me sometimes is when you think something. This is what gets me, folks. I really am kind of really skeptical about this. You just thought about something and now it's on your phone. You didn't talk about it. You didn't say anything outside, out loud or anything else. You thought it. And there it is on your phone. Gee, what is really going on here? You know, it's scary times that we do live in. And like I did say, new year, new problems. The other problems that we do have, hopefully the housing market will start to get under control. I'm hoping within the next year or so, because we're still looking to buy a house. But right now, prices are too high. Interest rates have started to come down. We'll see if they keep falling. Hopefully they will. At least something goes right for us people here in this country for once. The price of food. Now, there is a huge difference, and I mean huge difference between the price of food in Florida and the price of food here in Vermont. It's like double the price. And the funny thing is, if you go to the store, any of the grocery stores that are in this area, if you want a T-bone steak, they don't have them. Not from the butcher. They might have them in the case. Most of the time they're the thin cut, which I won't waste my money on. If I want a T-bone, I want a T-bone. I want a regular steak. Um, there's just it's just amazing how the prices of a lot of things here are just double the price that they were in Florida. Now you can put that off as, more people, they move more product down there, so maybe they can sell it cheaper because there's, just a shit ton more people down there than there is here. In this state, there's roughly off the top of my head, the last time I knew it was like under 700,000 people, you know, in the state. And what the exact number is, I don't know off the top of my head. That was just a number I saw. It was like 680 some odd thousand people in the state of Vermont. It's a small state. And there's a reason it is. I mean, you pay for certain things and other things are cheaper. One thing that's cheaper up here is definitely beer. Go figure. Um, but, I mean, coming back up here, it's a no plastic bag state now, which means you go to the grocery store, you either have to buy a paper bag or buy one of their bags or bring your own, or they charge you. Paper bags are 6 cents, and then the other bags are the ones that you can reuse over and over and over again. And they start at like the dollar or something up to the $3 or $4 if you want a really fancy one or insulated. Which you're in Vermont, you need insulated, maybe if you're lucky, a couple months out of the year. So the biggest thing was when we first moved up here was remembering to take our bags. You go out and get in the car, you go to the store, you get in there, you're like, oh shit. All right, I gotta buy bags. Yeah, you know. Finally I took the bags, I divided them all up, put them in both cars, and now when we get in a car, if you go to the store, you got the bags. Um, and then we have to get used to the whole deposit thing again. Like in Florida, they don't have it, which never did make sense to me because if they're so worried about the pollution and the landfills and everything else, recycling, if they put a bottle tax in, they would eliminate that because people would return them to get their money back. So, we have that here. A lot of places pay 5 cents per can. There used to be, now I don't know yet because I haven't been down there, but there used to be a couple places here in town that would pay 6 cents a can because they're trying to get everybody's business. Um, but I mean, there's just a lot of different little quirky things that are totally different here. Like if you go to get a license in Florida, you can get a license that goes out 8 years. Here, it's 4 years. Um, Once you register your car, then you have to have it inspected. Doesn't matter if it's brand new or not. You have to pay and have it inspected. And yeah, that's a whole nother thing right there. And fuel. Oh, oof. I know the first time we filled the tank, it was down to a quarter and we filled it up and I forget how much it was per gallon, but it was like 700 and some odd dollars. It was like, ouch, throw some clothes on. We ain't cranking that up too high. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's like for everybody, there's a lot of, it's a new year. Hopefully it's going to be a great year. I really am looking forward to this year. I can really say that I'm looking forward to doing a lot of different things and covering a lot of different things and showing you people the beautiful state of Vermont. And getting out. I mean, I've hiked in a lot of the different trails. I've camped in a lot of different places, fished in a lot of different areas and lakes and rivers and streams and everything else over the years when I was here before. And I'm looking forward to getting out there and showing you all the beauty of this beautiful little state. Uh, it's just like any other state, folks. I mean, it really is. Um, it has its drawbacks and it has its strong points. Hopefully, when we go to buy a house and stuff, we're going to be living in the country, not the city, because the taxes here on your homes are just out of control. It's almost like in Florida trying to put insurance on your home. Kind of compare it to that, if you know what I'm saying. But, I mean, we have a lot of great things that are coming to this channel, and I really appreciate everybody sticking around. I appreciate everybody's support. I did receive a lot of emails. People are like, "Are you coming back? Are you gone for good?" And the whole 9 yards. So after receiving some emails and stuff, especially from my moderators, I decided to do a video per the request to put out there so people kind of knew what was going on. And so I did put that video out. And I'm back now on my Saturday live stream. Like I said, this is just a free for all. This is the first one I've done in about a month and a half or so. And I just wanted to come on and just talk and kind of give everybody an update and where we're headed and the great things that are coming to this channel, and thanking all of you. Now, if you guys do have any questions or anything, I'm going to jump over here and I'm going to read some of the comments and stuff. So if you would just put them all in capital letters, and I'll see, if you got any questions about, what's been going on and everything else, and how we've been doing this and everything else, I'll answer as best I can. All right, let's see here. Oh, how about no illegals at all? Yes, very, very few up here in Vermont. It is yeah. Yeah, the Watchman. Instead of free healthcare for illegals, how about free insurance for homeowners? Oh, yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it? Huh? Let's see. Check into prepay oil. You can save decent amount of money if you prepay in the summer prior to winter. Yes, you can. We'd have to go with a large company because the smaller companies just don't do that. And um, we kind of went with a company that we do know. So we'll have to cross that bridge when we get to it. The price of oil has been going down. I mean, I think when we got oil, it was, I think I want to say 365 or 375, the first initial fill up. And then it got down to about a half, and we called and had them come and give us, it was 140 gallons, I think it was. But we only paid 345, I think, for that. So that wasn't too bad, and the price has been going down on heating oil and even gasoline up here. Let's see here. All right, I will start here. Will there actually be an election? I believe so. I think there'll actually be an election. Who the candidates are going to be is still to be determined, but I believe there will be an election. Dana says, question, what is the best lesson you learned? The best lesson I have learned, let's just say over the last few months, is that being prepared is um, is a very important thing because you don't know how things can change. And um, the big lesson that I did learn was it is better to be prepared, even though I had to move all my preps and everything from there to here and reset them all back up. Um, but in the end, I think the biggest thing for me is if I couldn't afford to go to the store, say next week because of whatever, or tomorrow, I know I have plenty of food in the house. Now, granted, it may not be what everybody likes or anything else, but I do have food in this house to feed my family uh, for quite a while. So, the biggest lesson that I want to say that I've learned is being a prepper outweighs being anything else because you are prepared. I don't worry about having to feed my family. I don't worry about, any of that. The biggest thing that you really have to really concentrate on is where is your water coming from? That's the biggest thing. Watchman Biden said it today, a selection. JT, the Watchman, wouldn't that be nice? Just all right. James says just sold one home in Naples, Florida, bought one in Jacksonville, made 58K. That's a pretty good turn on your money. Um, Especially in Florida, because prices there they weren't really budging much. The rest of the country was all either going up or down or whatever, and Florida was just saying kind of you're right there, because everybody wants to move there. The problem a lot of people are having is they can't, if they want to move there, for one, if you want to find an apartment or something like that, the rent down there is out of this world. And if you do buy a home, your insurance is through the roof. I mean, you're paying like 3 to 4 times what people pay up here. Are you still a driver for Walmart in Vermont? No, I was never a driver in for Walmart. I was a driver for UPS. I knew drivers from Walmart in Florida. JT, correct. Yes, correct. Colorado, pack rat, prepper. Yes, you are correct. Also, Claudia, how is your mom doing? Is her living arrangements all on one floor? Yes, that was the biggest challenge. We had to find something for my mom because she can't do stairs. She can do like one or two, like just to step up into the house onto the porch. There's two stairs there, so she can do that. But to go all the way upstairs because it goes up, then turns and goes up again, and then both sides there's still two more stairs that go up. So there's a lot of stairs. But she is doing fine. The house that we did find, she has one big, huge room downstairs. I mean, it's huge. Um, she has, her bed in there. I put her table. She has a big bay window so she can see outside and see birds and whatever else. Um, she has her TV. She has her radio. She has, everything she needs is in that room. And then she can come out. And kitchen's right there and everything else. Here's a bathroom on the first floor, a shower on the first floor, laundry's on the first floor. So she's good to go there and she's getting settled in. It's slowly taken her a little time to learn where everything is. That is probably because of her Alzheimer's. Um, but the doctor, I had her at the doctor here about a week ago, and uh, he said that was typically normal. I do have to take her back to the memory clinic later on this month. They're going to do an evaluation and see how she's doing with that. So hopefully for some good things there. But it's just all, a process and, just takes time and repeating a lot of stuff because she doesn't remember. We've put up sticky notes everywhere in my kitchen. So if all of you walked into my kitchen right now, you would know where everything was. So, we had to do things to make it easier for her. Um, when will the CBD digital currency start? Well, aren't they already trying to get that going? I've been out of the loop ATC. So I can't sit here and really say, but I was reading an article about a week or so ago, and they're really pushing for this world currency type deal. So we'll have to wait and see how this all, you know, plays out. That's why I'm saying it's a new year, new problems, and a lot of changes. Let me see here. Claus. All right. Well, hey, you do what you got to do, man. Thank you very much for being here. I really do appreciate it. And start looking for some videos and stuff coming out and my live streams every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Thank you for being here and being a member. Let's see here. RCX, at least you won't starve. Yes, I will not. Let's see here. Scrolling through. The watchman just JT just wanted to vote on the free home insurance. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of people that'd be right there with you. Bob 67, how you doing? Yeah, I say you're up pretty late here. But hey, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. And I haven't been on in a while, so it's great to see you. Bob is coming to us from good old UK. All right. Let's get right down through here. Looking to nelate infusions to drink and heavy metal detoxing with any color. All right, I'll have to look into that, Alec. I'll have to see what I can find there. Yeah, no, same here. And we try to explain to my mom that she's not the only one. I mean, we still don't know where everything is. It's like you go to cook something, you're looking for that either that special tool or that special pot or whatever it is. It's like, okay, where is that now? You look down here, nope, it's not there. You look over here, nope, it's not there. Okay, where is it? Oh, it's over there. All right. I mean, it's just the way things go. All right, folks. I know we haven't gone quite an hour here, but this was just kind of off the top and everything else. I'd like to thank everybody for being here. I'd like to thank everybody and the moderators and all the members and everything else for sticking around and sticking with me. We do have a lot of exciting stuff that's going to be coming up this year. Um, I would also like to say that, we do have a new year, we have new problems, and we really need to concentrate on a lot of those different things. And that's something I'd like to do this year. I'd like to sit back and I'd really like to concentrate on a lot of different areas of prepping and stuff and give you guys the good information. I don't want it to be, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want everything to be doom and gloom, if you get what I'm saying. Yes, we will still talk about a lot of the important stuff that is going on in this country and everything else. But also, I want to make sure that people are getting the knowledge that they need in order for you to be prepared and um, be ready with your family because that is so very important. You know, um, I just saw something come across. Charles, what different preps are you doing up there? Up here, it's kind of, your preps it's a good point. All right. Your preps kind of go in hand. Now, you do have different things you have to prep for. You have to buy different styles of, okay, snow shovel. You need salt to put down on your stairs and walk past. You might need a snow blower. These type of things. But a lot of the other stuff is it doesn't matter where you live. You could live in Timbuktu, Alaska. You could live in Key West. A lot of your prepping covers anybody, anywhere, at any time. And that's the beauty. of prepping. Now, everybody has different scenarios that they have to add things to. Um, so for me, a snowblower, snow shovels, salt, sand, things of this nature. Winter gear. In Florida, I wore shorts all the time. I didn't even own a long pair of pants, period, for 10 years. So now, I'm back to jeans and sweatpants and things of this nature. I still wear short sleeve shirts and things of this. I do have my flannels, and you got to have all this stuff. You have to be prepared. You can't not be prepared just because you're like me or hot blooded or whatever. You have to be prepared. You have to really understand your environment where you live. That is one of the most important things. And I'm going to be doing a video on that coming soon, because I have got 4 emails over the last 2 weeks about that very said topic. And it made me think, if these 4 different people are sending me these emails and they're asking about these type of things, must be a lot of people out there really wondering, okay, well, besides food, what else should I be getting? So we're going to be doing a video on that soon, digging through and digging in and seeing about different types of areas and climates and everything else, and what you may be need on top of your food, your water, and your medical, which everybody needs, no matter where you're at. You could be in Africa, Alaska, Honolulu, Japan, China, Russia, Ukraine, wherever. But there's a lot of different things that could probably fall into those different scenarios to help you out. So once again, I'd really like to thank everybody for everything that you've done for this channel. I want to really appreciate everybody sticking with me. I know it's going to take time to get the views going again, to get people back interested, subscribing and everything. Anything that you can do um, to help by sharing any of the videos that are going to be coming out, or getting the word out, or whatever. Share it with your friends and family. Please do. I have a lot of great content over here on here. There's over 1,000 videos on here, and I cover a lot of different things. So we're going to really be bumping this up, and we've got a lot of exciting things coming in the near future and the extended future. And I'm so happy to be back with all of you. You all are just like my family. I treat you like my family. I want you all to be prepared. I want you all to have the knowledge to succeed in your daily lives and your families. And with that being said, once again, my live streams are back on. I'll be here every Saturday night at 8 p.m. And I'm going to be working on getting some videos and stuff out. We're going to get the ball rolling again, folks. And we have a lot of exciting things coming to YouTube very soon. So stick around, share this site with your friends and family, tell them to check it out. And if you're one of these people that are sitting there watching and you haven't subscribed, all it takes is clicking the button. You might learn a little something that might just save you and help you out of a bad situation, or prepare you for one. So until next time, folks, you all stay safe, you keep prepping, and I'll see everybody here back live next Saturday night at 8 p.m. You all be here. Make sure you spread the word. You all have a safe week. Stay warm, and we'll see how much snow we get. Maybe I'll post a picture in the morning. You never know. Talk to you all soon. Thank you once again for being in one of the best communities anybody could ask for. And it's because of you, not me. See you next weekend. Good night.